Okay, now it should be fine. Hoping that everybody can hear me clearly, and we can dive in. Okay, we will be starting with yesterday's positions, and let's see how that went. Okay, so yesterday we had 7 positions that we posted, and I think let me just make it slightly bigger. There we go. Okay, I don't know why it's not updating, but I know we had a position here. Let's just reload that, and then hopefully we can find some good positions for the day. There we go. GJ. Okay, it's not updating. Analysis for yesterday was rather very slow. So we had this idea, which definitely hit the stop loss. So oil didn't work out for it yesterday. And then we had GJ. I know GJ hit our target, or it hit 2R or 1R, so we broke even on GJ. I'm just not sure where the marks were. And then USD Swiss franc, it's also not updating. We just covered oil. OCAD did not trigger. OCAD did not trigger. Euro USD, we got a couple of moves from it. This is the one that hit 2R yesterday. So this one is not bad. We had an entry, I think it was at this level here, and then it maxed out here 2R. We closed 50% here, and then it came back down, kicked us out of our trade. And I don't know if anybody caught this move as well, but we didn't. So that's what happened with the Euro USD. And then GCAD, I know it did. Oh, it did trigger this one, but the time it triggered on was rather very late. So triggered at 2 p.m. I don't know who got this one, but we did not get it. It's pretty unfortunate, because that would have been a nice, I think it was going to trigger here. That would have been a nice 2.7R. Give or takes, would have been kicked out at 2R, break even at 1. So we missed that one. And then it came back, basically broke even from there. And then UCAD. I don't know what happened here, but I know somebody took the trade from here. And remember the rules that state that you need to wait for the pair to get into your zone and wait for it to come back down. So once it gets to these levels, that's when you start looking at your 5-minute or 15-minute candles. If you want to even take a bit of, what's this, lower risk, you'd want to focus on the 15-minute, actually, not the 5-minute. The 5-minute would have done for GJ, because GJ yesterday we used very low what's this? We used the 1 hour time frame. So with this one, I'll just show you now quickly. With this one, you'd have had this close at the 15, and then you'd have done your stop order. So probably got kicked in here and then kicked out there. Probably that's why they took it. And then you'd have had a second trade here, and then I'm not sure how far that is. This is why we usually move our 1 hour break even to 2R. So that'll be a nice 3R as well. So we'll have quite a couple of those, but we didn't see that, so that wouldn't have counted on our stats. I know some of the traders actually did focus on it and got some nice moves from it, but yeah. Okay, what do you guys have for me today? What pairs do you guys want me to look at? And then let's take it from there. What pairs do you guys want me to look at? I'm basically going through the market, just finding nice areas that I would like to focus on, and then picking the pairs that I would want to trade for the day based on what I'm seeing, and then I'll basically start removing any of the pairs that I feel will not be a good focus for the day. So all this red that you're seeing now is potential trades that I'll basically be looking at, and I'm actually showing you guys how I usually get to pick the pairs and how I usually get to trade any of the options that I look at. I wouldn't trade all of them, but this is basically the process, and it's been working quite well for now. We are looking at improving it, of course. There is always room for improvement. That's the name of the game. Keep trying to get better and see what you can do from there. So I see Justin wants us to look at GUEUUC. Okay, let's see. GU. I didn't click it, so clearly we don't see much happening with it. But let me get into it. Okay, so with GU, we can see a pretty good solid area there, and then I'll probably look for a buy here, just understanding what's happening here, and I'll look at, just show you now quickly. I'll look at using that candle as my point of entry, finding a nice zone to enter at, and then I'd probably drop down to the 15 as well, or either the 1 hour, depending on your risk metrics, and then go back to that very same candle that I'd use, and probably go back a bit to get a neater entry. So this is how I'll take the GU position, and yeah, that's it actually. But I did not highlight this because the zone that we're looking at entering on, it's not as solid as I'd want to see. It's not presenting some characteristics that I usually like, which is why I skipped it. So this is what we look at, entering probably in the 50 fib zone, putting the stop just below that level, and then that'll be an entry there, and then we'll be targeting this level there, and then looking at partials at 1, looking at break even at 1 to 1, take 50% on 2R, and then go all the way to 5, moving the stop with you, and then 8, 10, and then yeah, beyond. So this is how I'd look at GU, and yeah, okay. And then we've got EUUSD. We did take this one yesterday, and we maxed out at 2R, and then it went down all the way hitting break even. Some didn't adjust their stops, so it hit their stop losses. So this one I would not look at because of the area it's at, and there's not enough evidence for me to focus on it. And I'm not trading the intra today, so we are not looking at the 1 hour levels. We're only focusing on the bigger time frames and taking moves from those key levels. And then UCAD. You see which one, UCAD or USD Swiss franc? But you seem to like the USD pair. All your pairs are USD. So with UCAD, I also didn't see much happening here. So I probably would not trade it. I actually wouldn't until it gets to basically this level here. And then that's when I'd look at probably potentially taking some sells there. But in the current level, I would not look at taking any of the trades from it. Okay, any other pair that you want me to look at? Awesome, sucked. Okay, so I shared with you just those. Let me just do 2 pairs or 3 pairs actually out of all these pairs that I'll be dropping in the free channel. Which ones do you guys want me to look at out of these red list here, except GU of course, and then I'll share it with you guys, and you guys can take a look and see if you can take an advantage. Any pairs that you guys want me to look at on the red list on my screen, you can drop a comment there and then let me dive into it. I see Dale wants us to look at gold. And gold, we don't have anything happening for gold. And I'll tell you why. So I don't think you guys would have noticed, but most of our analysis is based on what is currently happening. So what the market is showing us. And as you can see here with gold, based on the previous analysis here, there's a specific reason why we took gold from this position. There's a specific reason why we took this one here. There's also another specific reason why we took this one here. So right now there's really not much we can do. We were looking at this level to take a sell, but it broke it. So right now we're waiting for price to actually consolidate at some level, and once we see a bit of a consolidation and we see the price has formed some barriers, forming some good areas to try to enter, we'll probably take it from the top going all the way down. But until that's formed, we are not going to do that. Right now, as it is, it looks like gold will probably try potentially close this and go all the way up to this level, and that's potentially we would want to sell from, Or what it would probably do is drop down again, and then we'll take it from this level, or would wait for it to hit this level and we'll take it from that level. And then if not, would wait for the even lower level, which would be somewhere around these levels or even that level. So for now, we really do not have anything for gold. We just want to wait for it to see what it does, and then once it gives us some good points of entry, some good analysis, then we'll take it from there. I don't know if that makes sense, Dale, but for now, I would say stay away from gold. And if you were going to look at gold, let me just do this. Bear in mind, we are not going to trade this. This is just literally for those that want to trade gold today, and which I strongly recommend against. And let me show you. Okay, so with gold, if I was to be trading it, looking at these lower time frames, I would probably look at a buy. I wouldn't look at a sell. And if I am going to sell, I'll probably sell from this level here, looking at a drop there. But for now, I would buy from these levels here, looking at that. But like I said, there's too much happening with gold, because even if you look at this area here, it's okay, my marks are getting dodgy. Anyway, if you look at that area there, I don't really like it, so I wouldn't trade it because of these significant dips and drops and wicks that are just happening. But yeah, so this would probably be a guide for those that want to trade it, that insist on trading it. Yeah, this is how it would look. I'm not saying it will happen like that, but it will potentially reduce your risk a bit, and probably cause you to take some wins before taking those massive losses. So this is how I would look at gold if I was trading it, and it would be based on this very, very small time frame, and something like this. And I'll be targeting this area first, that area second, this one here, and potentially going all the way up, grabbing most of this liquidity at the top, and then going up all the way. Let me just remove this. Going up all the way to this level, and then look at a sell at this level, dropping all the way down, and I'd want gold to actually give me a significant reason to sell from this level. So that's why gold is a bit, yeah, gold, you'd want to trade gold when you can see a lot of confluence and a lot of reasons why you should be trading it, which is why I highly recommend you trade gold on the daily, not on the shorter time frames. But if you do want to trade the shorter time frame, you'd want to trade it from this level. So yeah, I'd look at a buy. So yeah, there we go. And that's my gold bias, which I will not trade, even if it looks so good and it really, really looks like a potential good trade. But my rules, like I said, rules. So that's how I trade gold. I hope that helps, Dale. Any other pair that you guys want to look at, drop me a text, and let's see what we can do. Any more questions, guys? And remember, guys, we don't trade limit orders, only buy stops, sell stops. Focus on that. And always make sure you've got alerts running, so that once you hit your 1 hour, you move your stop to break even. And then once you hit your 2 hour, you close 50%, and then you keep climbing with it. So from 2 hour, you wait for 5. We used to wait for 3, but now the odds and the chances of hitting 3 started reducing dramatically. So we started focusing on 2 hour. And then once we hit the 5, you move your stop to 2 hour, or actually 3 hour. And then from there, you just start closing and taking partials all the way 20%, 10%, 10%, and 10%, which will leave trail, and watch it from there. I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope it does. Any more questions, guys, before I end the stream? And just check out our website as well. There will be something very nice dropping there, so you'll only find it on the site, and it's actually going to be a bit hectic. So if you get on the site, probably in the next 3 hours or so, you can get a session with me, one-on-one, and we'll take a look at your trade for a bit and take a look at where you can focus, where you can change, and then take a look at it from there. Awesome, guys. Any more questions? Please like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and we will chat again tomorrow, guys. Have an awesome day.